Hi, Michelle. Could you tell us
Hi.
a little bit of what Northvolt is doing in the north of Sweden?
Yes, they are building one of Europe's biggest battery factory, and the building is going to be about 500,000 square meters when it's done in 2025.
That is
And
a huge building.
sorry, yes, it's a big building, and they are searching for operators and other kind of employees. And till 2020, they're going to need 3,500 persons to work in the factory with them.
Okay, can you tell me where in Sweden this factory is located?
Yes, the factory is located in the north of Sweden, in a small city called Skellefteå. And the reason the company wanted to put the factory in that area is because it's uh, the energy. It's a lot of green energy in that area of Sweden.
Okay, can you tell me a little bit how the public employment services got involved?
Um, yes, when the company decided they wanted to put the factory here in Sweden, um, the public employment started to have um, discussions with the company about how can we help you to find the employees you need for the factory, and they started to make um, like a tour around Sweden to inform about the factory, and also how we can how much people they need to move to the area, because in that area of Sweden it's very low unemployment. It's about 4% don't have jobs. So and in other areas it's much more. In the big cities, for instance, it's more than doubled the unemployment. So the plan was to move people from south of Sweden to north of Sweden, where the works is.
Okay, that sounds very interesting. Uh, what are the services that you offer to Northvolt?
We offer that it's like a project we have together with Northvolt and also the region up in the north of Sweden, and we offer them help to find personnel. For instance, we have contact with this big cities in Sweden and the employment service in Gothenburg, Stockholm, and Malmö. And we have collaboration with them to find people and then get also information, uh, periods of information. We go down to the cities and inform about the project and what kind of help they can. If you want to move to Skellefteå and start to work in the factory, what kind of help the Skellefteå municipal can help them with, and the region also, of course.
Sounds like a very good partnership and collaboration, both with the employer but also with other stakeholders.
Yes, it's really good collaboration, and we all work together in the same with the same idea and in the same direction.
Can you tell me a little bit, or us, I guess, about SRM and what are the advantages of this method?
Yes, the SRM method is um, um, the idea comes from a method they have been using in France for over 20 years. Sorry. And it's a way to make recruitments to employers, and you don't need to have a CV or a personal letter. You haven't. It's not necessary if you have been working in that working area before. So it's like a simulation practice and tests that we do, and it's a very tight collaboration with the employers. The factory, for instance, with Northvolt, we have been analyze the work the employees have to do together with the company, and then we have also have a lot of help from France to make these exercises and started to use them now.
Okay, you're saying that they don't have to have a CV or even experience within that sector to do this method.
Yes.
And the advantages of this would be to look at people's ability to work and not, for instance, their obstacles.
Yes, because the method is trying to find the person's skills instead of what they have doing in the back in any kind of work. So the skills is more important in this kind of recruitments. And then the nice things also, I think, in this method is that before we use it for unemployed person, we also um, make the tests for the already employed personnel in the company, and then from that we have like a cut-off value that the unemployed have to reach, and then after if they reach that cut-off value in the simulation tests, then the employer or the company uh, um, interview the person for the job. And then, of
Okay.
course, it's the company that decides if you get a job or not. But it's a very nice way of doing also the interview, because they focus more on the motivation, why you want to work with us, with our company, and so on, so forth.
Okay. Thank you very much. Could you
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about the obstacles and the successes of this method?
Yes, it have been quite some difficulties, of course, as always in the beginning of a new thing to how to work. But we have find out that different kind of rules um, in employment service is can make an obstacle for instance, to move people. We have some rules in if you are in one of the programs here in Arbetsförmedlingen.
One of the
Then
labor market programs?
yes, then it can be difficult to be in this program also. So you have to stop the other program and start in this program, for instance. And it have also been the collaboration with the employment service in the cities, for instance. It haven't been so easy to find to make engagements in this, and it's also difficult because we have used method, the CRM method, that we have sending out a lot of emails to unemployed people, for instance, in Malmö, and if we have sent out 2,000 mails, perhaps 50 come to the information dates, and then and in the end, perhaps only 20 have come for the information. So on the way, we lose people. So that is also something we have to look at.
Okay, that sounds like an outreach problem and an information problem that I guess you will continue to work with.
Yes.
And I, on behalf of myself and all the participants here, want to thank you for letting us interview you today.
Thank
I
you
hope
very
you
much.
have a very nice day, and we'll get back to you if we have any questions.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.